Look at that. That is a lot of fish trucks. And they're all just leaving the city, I think, or most of them are just leaving the city or going into here. So I think I should do something about that. The other side of the coin as well is that I've got a lot of train traffic once again, although this isn't really an accurate representation. There used to be a lot of trains on this thing, and I'm going to fix that as well. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Skylines. We've got ourselves the city of Springfield, which I probably will rename at some point, but we've got ourselves a lot of fish, a lot of very good cargo. In the last episode we did finish off with this not complete, but we do have ourselves a big functioning farm, which if we look here, not that one, is producing quite a bit of stuff. So we're only doing about 40 tons of crops, which should be enough to keep that one going. We come over to here, we do have about 50 odd tons going into ores, into general stuff, so that isn't too bad either. So generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with the way this is going. But on the agenda today is sorting out this fish farm and possibly getting a few more in if we can, trying to encircle this entire lake. But we do need to sort out some of the traffic problems, because every now and then this line does fill up. It does fill up quite a bit, and all the trains are just trying to get to here. Now, as best I can tell, most of the fish trucks just want to leave the city. They just want to get out of here. So I don't want these particular ones going straight out, because that would take too long. What I do want is all of these trains, I think, to enter one single one and then to come straight back out using a highway. So I'm thinking the best way to do that, and along with some other plans, is to have a ring road going all the way around. So we'll do a section from here across to here and then down to about here. We may shift this highway like so. This one will come up, I think, and then we'll come across perhaps like that. I'm not sure about this bit over here, but we'll sort that out last, I think. So let's get the first section done, which is going to be between here and here, the north-south highway and the east-west highway in the top quadrant. Now, personally, I'm not expecting too much traffic with this ring road, at least not initially, but I'm thinking this highway over here, it's this freeway interchange here, which is probably one of the more efficient ones, is not the best looking one at the moment. So we're going, or not the best looking, it's not the best, most efficient. You can see the ones from the left of screen trying to go to the south of screen are using this little road here, and it's pretty slow, even though it is, yeah, and this one over here to here is pretty slow as well, and it's just all over the place. So what we will do, I don't even know where that one's coming from. I think it's this one here. So what we will do up here when we figure out where we're going to go is put in one of these super duper ones, which should manage the highway traffic very efficiently, I hope. Anyway, so what we want is somewhere not too far north, not too far south. Somewhere around here is ideal, I think. Let's get it in. Okay, so we've got ourselves a little bit of a highway entrance here, and I don't think that's quite the way I wanted it, but never mind, it's still working. I did want the ungrove ground going this way, but never mind, it's working. So over here, we actually do have it the right way around, but we do need to work out this road here. So we've gone underground for a little bit. So yeah, we want a curve, and we want it to end up probably around here, the other side of the mountain. So I don't anticipate needing to go above the mountain. So if I do something like that, and have that link up here, that should work pretty well. And then just do, oh I know, that's not right. That's not right at all. Oh dear. And there we go. It took a little bit of manipulating through here, but we've got that. So it's not going to have any people in it, of course, because there's just a short way through, going through the middle of the city and then back out this way, which not many people would be doing. But we can get ourselves the first highway exit of this and go up there. So what we should do, highway ramp, I think, or wait, we need a three-way intersection, I think, would be best here. Where's one of those? We should have thought about this soon. But so one of these across here, and then into a small area round about here, I think, would do very nicely for our fishing area. So let's get that all set up. I've been watching this thing for a little while now, And it seems that, if I just get back into my screen, there we go, it seems that this one is producing just a little bit too much trucks. So I've routed this line out to a second facility. So this one's called Fish Export Facility, this one's called Fishy Export Facility. So that should, in theory, reduce the workload on this one. We still got 2 different ones going to each one, so that should work pretty well. So hopefully that increases the amount of trucks coming out. Now down here, I am thinking that I'm going to have this road go straight down, and then have this one curve around, because a lot of the trucks seem to be going across through here and then down here again, and some of them are going round this way. So we will close the loop eventually to do that. So let's get started on that now. So I've currently hit pause for a while so we can see what's going on, but I've got myself the ring road, at least going from around here to here, and so far cars are not really using this one. I'm not sure why, because there are definitely traffic coming from my fishing area over here to using this busy road and coming back down and across through here, and of course to the left, which is kind of what I want, but it also means that this intersection here, or at least this section of road, is very busy, and I probably could actually put a toll road in here to garner a lot of cash, which I probably will do at some point. However, you can just see that I've just demolished all of this, and you can still see all the cars going through. I'm going to put in one of these massive big boys right over here, which is going to be kind of interesting, trying to get it placed just right, given all the other things around it. But I think if I place it just about there, maybe a little bit south, that should work just fine. And I might need to remodel this intersection down here just a little bit to get things going correctly. So we need to join all these things up and let that go and see what happens. So the cars will take a little bit of time to work it out, and I think I've made a slight mistake over here, but other than that it should be fine, I think, hopefully. There we go. So this one will have to come in at quite a steep angle, kind of like that, which is really not ideal, but it's the best we can do, at least at the time being. So let's make that one level 4, that a level 3 to get the dedicated turning lane, and convert this the right way around. There we go. So one of the things that this has done is, if I go back underground, is that it's eliminated, I think, the need for this highway underground, which you can see was reasonably busy, but I don't think it's busy enough. Oh, yeah, it's still got a few cars going through there, but I think we can get rid of it at least up to that point, so let's do that. I've been letting this run for 10-20 minutes again, and I think this is working pretty well, but one major change we have made is that we've made our ring road unlimited speed. So if we just go to our tab, our traffic tab, we actually do have quite a bit of flow coming off this way. We have quite a bit of traffic coming through here, and this road is actually turning out to be pretty busy now, which is sort of what I wanted, but also it's sort of not what I wanted. So I may at some point need to do another ring road in the middle, but we'll see how we go, because this is sort of taking traffic off the middle, which is what I want, but it's also putting traffic elsewhere, which is not what I want as well. Let's have a look at see where these cars are going, because if they're just exiting the highway, that would be great, but if they're not, where is it? Routes go there, and most of them are going to the right, most of them are going that way, some of them are going that way. From up here, most of them are still going left and right and whatnot. So it seems that some of them are still trying to get back. They're trying to get back into here, which is not quite what I want, I think. We'll see how we go, but it's good to see the ring road is actually being used, which is definitely why we built it. Studying the routes just a little bit more, I can see that all the cars are coming from most of the region south, and well, the south here. They're going on the unlimited freeway all the way through here, and from the left they're all joining up. They're coming through the tunnel. Some of them are coming back into there, but they are mostly trying to get back into the ore and animal farm, which is not a bad idea actually. So what we might need to do is put an express freeway through here, split it off into Rockhampton, into Animal Farm, and that will help us a little bit in the future as we put in one of the things that I recently got, which is one of these things. So it's a big 4-way, I think it's a 14 place for, what is it called, factories. So we'll have a highway that comes off into there, and then we're going to have to need a little bit of that. So there may be a few more changes around here. So which highway would be best, and how are we going to get this? Because we're going to delete this a little bit, change this freeway, so this might become part of the ring roads. That's a little bit difficult to manage, but we'll see how it goes. So let's work on this first, one thing at a time. So this, we need to put in a freeway that comes off, where is it? Where is our freeway? So we need to put in a freeway that goes from like that, for instance. I'm not really worried about wasting money because what, $17 million. Worry a little bit about the power lines. So something like that, and then you need to split off and go in this direction, and go in this direction, and go in this direction, which is going to be a little bit tricky. So we need to go in 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be a little bit trickier than we thought. And most of the traffic is going to be coming left and right. So we don't want a cloverleaf, because that's not going to cope with the demand. That's not going to cope with demand. This one might. This one. What's that one like? That one's probably just a mini one of these, if we're honest. So that could probably actually cope with what it is. So if we just delete that and put it back where we need to, that should do a little bit better. So let's get our freeway interchanges all done and dusted, and then see how it looks and if we need to do any changes. Having a look at my budgetary concerns at the moment is really showing that my people are definitely not liking that I've got $17 million in the bank. They're definitely paying a lot less. These things, yeah, you can see there's a lot less. It used to be 124 last I noted. These ones are paying less, but what it does mean is that this one is now up to a whopping 47% or 41% of my industry. My fishing is still a little bit low, I think. It was averaging about 30,000, now it's averaging about 40,000, so that's up. My ore is definitely my biggest producer. Farming is 26, which is a little bit low at the moment. And warehouses is about 1,200, which is not bad. So warehousing, I'm going to have to put in one over here somewhere. I'm still trying to work out exactly how. That is a problem there. So what I might do is make that one way. Oh yeah, make that one way. So they have to come round here, come round through here, and then enter that road, which might be a bit better, because I suspect most of these, let's go to our routing. Routes. No, that's not what I want. Routes. Come on, give me routes. Routes of these guys. Most of them want to go that way. Some of them want to go this way. Okay, they'd be perfectly fine if I removed this road or made it a one-way. So let's do that. Make this a one-way. Other way. There we go. So they shouldn't come down here, because that's going to be a through route, and you probably should make this one a one-way as well, if I'm honest. That way. So that enables cars to come down here and go where they need to, but it means these ones, which is suffering from tailbacks, will still come off. Now on this side, I removed all the entrances from this highway, which has, I think it's removed quite a bit of traffic. Because, well, yeah, as I was saying, it's just traffic laden, and all the cars were some of the cars were coming from here out and from here out. So I want, at least for the time being, the ring roads to be the main way in and out. And I may need to change that in the future, have these ones deposit some cars onto this road, into this highway. Yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to have to do, I think, because this is just crazy, going back on and then leaping round and then coming straight back on, I think. We'll see. We'll have a look at it and keep an eye on it. I have been letting this run for probably an hour or so now, and the traffic is still pretty bad, but I do have now a road. Where is it? A road that comes from here, and it's not really being used that much at the moment, but it cuts across all the way to here and goes out there. So the main purpose of that is just to get all the cars that were going all the way up the ring road, down the middle, and out the other way to get them off the road. So that cost me about $1 million, but that is still working pretty well, and I probably, if I'm honest, should toll that so I get some money back from that, but eventually that will work itself out. Now, one other thing that I did off camera was put in some warehouses, and those things are slowly producing quite a bit, but their freight traits are in use, and there's quite a few things I would like to do to get that underway. So the first thing is getting some of these unique factories in. I still need, for example, in this one, I still need plastic, and I think, what is that other one? I need, I've got animal products, I've got glass already, and metals, I just need plastic, which is something I don't yet produce, which I can so soon. Then shipyard, I still need a few other things. The only one that I think I can do at the moment is not clothing, no, not yet. I can do lemonade. So at some point I would get that done, but firstly I want to get all the factories, not the factories, I want to get all the warehouses in, and I think the best way to do that would be one of these bad boys, right in here somewhere. Right here, if I can fit there. Have the warehouses, the unique warehouses over here, and see what we can do from there. So let's get our factories in, which shouldn't take too long. And it turns out that this place is not going to be quite suitable because there's not enough room. The slope is too steep. So we're going to have to demolish this and start over. It took a little bit of manipulating, but I think I've got it right here. So one of the problems I did find with this asset is there's this tiny bit of road here which isn't connected, and I can't quite get the last factory in. But that doesn't matter too much because that one can be unique goods, and then we can have our unique goods factory or factories over here. I think if it fits. It may not fit now that I'm thinking about it, because we've just got, if we come over here to this one, even this one, that's not bad, that one's not bad, that one's not bad. But we've got some giant ones like this and this. Even this one's pretty big. There was another big one that I saw, which I don't know where it is now, but I don't think none of these are going to fit in this. So we may repurpose this at some point so it actually fits some more, but we'll see how it goes. So time to connect this thing up and work out where our unique factories are going to go. And there we go, we've got ourselves the factories. I think they're all, not factories, the warehouses, they're all slowly filling up. I moved my grain cellar over here, which doesn't look like it's quite the best idea in the world. No, it wasn't. There we go. So just a tiny one there should do. What I also did was I found yet another asset which gives me all of these things. So that should give me all the spaces I need to put in my unique industries. And that one, and that one, and that one should all slowly start doing things. Did I move my metals over here as well? Metals is there, so that should work pretty well. That should hopefully start transporting over to here very quickly, and that should start working quite well. So one thing I did notice is that this is going to put a lot of pressure on this north-south, or this east-west currently, this east-west highway, with all of these things trying to go the long way round, which is not ideal, and I may need to look at this and see what I can do to do better with it. Alrighty, we played around with the roads a little, and we're sitting at a good 77%. That's probably about my highest. I have gotten to about 80% before, but I'm not sure it is possible to get to a bit higher than this, I reckon, but with all the little hotspots like this, I don't think we're going to get much beyond 75 or 77 or so. So I have gotten yet another add-on, or mod, which has given me 5 and 6 lane freeways, or highways, and that has given me a fair bit of manipulation around here, which means this is flowing quite nicely. Hopefully I remember to make it all unlimited speed through here. I have not. So that should, I need to make that one unlimited, so that as if I go through and make all of those correct bits unlimited speed, that should hopefully may speed up everything that goes on around here. Now, one thing I have noticed is that sometimes the goods are taking just a little bit too long to get to here. You can see just those two. There's not enough glass, not enough crops, not enough bakeries. So what I think I might do is actually delete all this and move all this to right here, so the goods have a very special quick path to get to their thing, because I think they're getting slowed down a little by having to go through all of this mayhem, which is not ideal. So let's get that moving. And it should be as simple as plopping this down. Now, what I should actually do first is soften the terrain, so level the terrain and make it all one. And that should just about do it there. So then we go to our intersections. Intersections is there. And if we lined it up more or less perfectly as we can, that's something about there. That's probably the best we can do. And wait for that to zoom in. Okay, let's get our industries across. And there we go. I think this is working quite well, although we do have a bit of a problem where these things have just got so much stuff in them that they are exporting away and they're not really going to here. You can see that one, well, that one's okay, but that one's not okay. That one's not okay. It might be better if I turn these down to 100, because that might not produce it so fast. I think that might be a little bit better, and we will eventually have to sort out our supply problems from right side to left side, but we can do that eventually. So that one, yeah, not good either. And those ones aren't doing anything at the moment because I don't have the goods. So that is going to be a wrap for today. So thank you very much for watching. What I'm probably going to do off camera is start developing up the oil industry and starting to get that all working, which is probably going to put even more pressure on this ring road. But yeah, that's not ideal. I may need to move this section and this section once again to an even more central location. But we'll work it out as we go. So thank you again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.